Today I embarked on a solo cruise on a one-way trip on the Norwegian cruise line, the Norwegian Getaway. Have you ever thought about doing a solo cruise or a one-way trip, but you don't know if it's something for you? Don't worry, I will do the experience for you and show you in this video from the first minutes on board the Norwegian Getaway until I disembark. 9 days visiting 7 cities and showing you the Norwegian Getaway during my cruise. So on this cruise I'm staying in an inside room, so I took a guarantee room because it was last minute, so I took just the room that was available. I didn't even choose, it was randomly. So yeah, now I'm going to present you my room. For this cruise I'm staying in the 10,419. So let's discover this room. So like we can see, the room is a little bit smaller than when you take a balcony that I'm used. So we have the bed, we have the desk. The closet is a little bit smaller than the others. The bathroom is still big, so but I like it, so it will be a good room, and with the weather that it is outside, I will be more outside than inside, so I have no problem with this. So now we are almost going to sail away, so I'm going to drop everything off and then we're going to go up and enjoy the sail away out of Civitavecchia.
You got a murder on your face, big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing. Rock it.
The sail away party ended and we are sailing away out of Civitavecchia, like you can see in the background. It was fun, there was a lot of dance. The place to dance is a little bit small, but it was fun. You dance, you are in vacation, you enjoy. What isn't better than that? So it was really good. Now we are going to discover the ship, because I know I didn't show you the ship yet. I show you my room, I show you the pool deck, but not the inside yet. So we are going to discover this by the time we are walking around the ship and everything. So we are going to have a great evening, and we are now with the ship heading to Naples. So I get ready to go and eat dinner tonight. I'm going to the buffet, so it's a garden cafe here on board of the Norwegian Getaway. I'm completely in the front of the ship, and the buffet is completely at the back of the ship, so I need to walk the entire ship to arrive at the buffet. But there's an advantage, because if you are in the front and you need to walk to the back, you're already burning calories because you're walking all that stage. So when you get there, you can eat again. So it's a good advantage to be in the front of the ship, but you need to walk a lot to get at the buffet. So now we are going to there to eat, and I will show you how I get there. So here we are on deck 15. We are passing now the slides that I will definitely do during my cruise, because they are amazing. And yeah, just behind that we have the garden cafe, so it's just in front of me. So we will go there, do our hands washy and then go and grab some food. today, with my solo cruise on the Norwegian Getaway to Trieste, today we arrived here in Naples, Napoli. Today I'm going to visit the city by myself. I will show you what you can see close to the ship around the port, and let's go and discover Naples because it's one of my favorite cities. The first thing that you can see when you get out of the terminal is Castel Nuovo. It's the closest thing that you can have close to the terminal because you can even see it from the ships. So it's really close. You can go until the gate that is there. So you go up and then you can go to the gate. But we are going to walk here straight to go to the Via Toledo. It's a street with all the shops, but I will show you. So after the Castel Nuovo, you go up until you find this street, and you go further away in that street, and then you will arrive at the Via Toledo. So at the end of the street that I just show you, you need to go and turn left because then you will arrive at some beautiful places that I will show you directly when we finish the walk, the Via Toledo. So here we are now at Piazza del Plebiscito. It's a place. What do you think? Do you like it? It's not beautiful? And yeah, we are now going to walk further away because there's a castle that is in the water. So I will also show you this. This is also really close to the terminal, to the ship. So you can do it by yourself, walking. It's not far. Only it's really good weather, so it's hot a little bit, but you have place to walk in the shadows, so it's good. We are now walking here at the waterfront. You can see the water, and behind me also one big mountain. That is the Vesuvio, where is Pompeii that erupted in the time and put Pompeii under the lava. But now, yeah, we are walking to the castle in the water. You already saw a little part, it's in front of me. And yeah, now we are walking here. It's better because there's a little wind that you can feel from out of the sea, and that gives some refreshment to me, so that's good. We arrived here now at Castel dell'Uovo. That's the name of the castle in the water. At one side you can see the Bay of Naples, and at the other side you can see a little port. So yeah, in front of me you have the castle. I walked to the front door of the castle and there was written that it is closed for the moment, so don't forget to look it up if the castle is open so that you don't have to do the long walk. it's beautiful, so you can always come and look at the Bay of Naples at one side, the port, the castle. It's always really beautiful. It's up to you. But yeah, now we are going back to Naples, Napoli, to go and do some shopping and go and search after some ice cream. So we are in Italy, so I need to try the ice cream. So I took some ice cream. I took 3 flavors: strawberry, stracciatella, and lemon, and it only costs €3.50. So yeah, it's really cheap in comparison with what I know for prices, and it's really delicious. If you turn to the right on the street that I say in the beginning, turn to the left to go to the Piazza Plebiscito and the castle in the water, but there you turn to the right. First and all, you will find the gelato that I show you, and at the end you can have this place that you can find at the end if you walk that street up the Via Toledo. So here is the other place that you can find. It's still really beautiful, with a little market if you are really early enough. So these are the places that you all can visit that are close to the ship, to the port, that are all walkable to every place. So you have a little knowledge about what you could see if you have the intention to say, I'm going to visit Napoli by myself, not with an excursion. So you know what you can see here in Napoli. We are back here at the terminal, so we are going to be back on board of the Norwegian Getaway, and I think I will go to drink something because it's really hot and I need some refreshment. So let's go and go back on the Norwegian Getaway. So we are back on board of the Norwegian Getaway. Now I will drop my things that I bought, and then I'm going to drink something at the pool and then go eat something because I'm a little bit hungry. We are here at the poolside, and here is the refreshment. It's good. So since I'm back on board, I sunbathed a little bit, a lot. I will be honest, a lot. I did also the slides here on board the Norwegian Getaway. I went in the pools, all to get a little bit of refreshment because the sun is really burning. It's hot. I put enough sunscreen, but yeah, when you are staying a long time in the sun, you want to go in the pools to get that refreshment, and to be honest, it's really good pools to do. Also going to the bars to take a cocktail, non-alcoholic, so a virgin is also a really good method to get that refreshment, to be cool again. So yeah, now we are starting to get in the evening, but yeah, I'm still outside because yeah, I'm in an inside room, so I cannot enjoy on the balcony of the sun, so I stay as long as possible here on the upper decks, and then yeah, we will see what we else can do because there's still things to do on the program. Today was day 2 on the Norwegian Getaway. We were in Naples today. It was really nice to see Naples again because I really like the city. We had also at the end of the night 80s party. It was also something really great. There's a lot of songs that I don't know because I'm still young, so there were like songs that I know because of my parents, but there were also a lot of songs that I don't know, but it was fun at the end. So today we arrived with the Norwegian Getaway here in Palermo, the capital of the biggest island of the Mediterranean Sea, Sicily. I'm going to visit it by my own. I'm going to get ready to visit the city by myself and show you what you can do when you get off of the ship. So let's go. After a little walk, the main street from the terminal to here, we arrived here in the center of Palermo with a beautiful building already behind me. Now we are going to do the main street. There's a lot of shops that will bring us to a theater, and then after we can also go and see the cathedral here in Palermo. So it's all walkable from the terminal, so let's go. So we walk now the street where you can find all kinds of shops, from clothing to makeup. You can find a little bit of everything. And now we are at the place where you can find the theater that I'm going to show you. And yeah, we are going after to walk further on this street because then we will arrive at a place where you can see the cathedral, and a really nice place with 4 times the same thing, I think. So I will show you after. So here is the theater. So I just show you the crossing with the 4 statues. I think they are the kings that were here, I think in Sicily or in Italy. I don't know the history, but I think they are the kings. So if someone knows, tell me in the comments so that we can confirm the information. And if you go a little bit farther, you can see here a beautiful fountain that is just across, just really close to the crossing with the 4 statues. So if you want, you can always come and see it. So that's the street where we are walking from. Here is the place with the statues. In that street in front of us, you can see the fountain, and if you go this side, you can go and see the cathedral that we are going to see. I'm going to test something from here. It's called a granite. I took the lemon flavor. Yes, that's it. And I'm going to try it and see what it tastes. Oh, it's so fresh. And the taste, wow, it's so delicious. It's really good, the granite. So we walked the street up from the crossing there with the 4 kings, and now we arrived in front of the Cathedral of Palermo. So in the cathedral you can see different things. You can see the roof, the royal tombs, the crypt, the apses, treasury and underground room. So if you want, you can go, and probably you need to pay to go and see this, but these are the things that you can do in the cathedral here in Palermo. So after a walk, I decided to come back to the ship. The ship is now in front of me, and yeah, it's a huge ship. It's a really big one, and it's a really beautiful one. I like the colors that are on the hull. So yeah.
Francesca Briela Bartelino, Jonathan Gomez Sierra.
Today was day 3 of our trip on the Norwegian Getaway. Today we visited Palermo. We had a good time. It was hot. There we tried some granite. That was really good. It was really fresh, and lemon is really known there, so it was really good. Once we were back on the ship, I sunbathed a lot. I went on the slides, I sunbathed, I went on the slides again, I sunbathed, I drank some cocktails, non-alcoholic cocktails, so virgin cocktails, but they were all really good. And then we left Palermo, and then in the evening we had our 70s parties. That was a good moment to let the legs go on the rhythm of the songs from the past. So it was a great day, it was a good time. Now we are going to sleep because tomorrow is a sea day full of activities.
Number 6.
today with the Norwegian Getaway we arrived in Syracuse and I booked an excursion with them, so let's get ready and go to my excursion because it will be a boat ride in Ortiga Bay. So we just did the boat ride here in Ortiga Bay. It was really beautiful. We saw the castle, we saw the ship in front, we saw the other side where there's still papyrus that you can find. So it was really interesting. It was a really nice ride with the boat. Now I have a little bit more time to discover the city by itself. So now we are going to walk to the cathedral here and the Piazza del Duomo. It looks really nice to walk here in these streets because they're really beautiful to walk between them. So here we are at the Piazza del Duomo and the Cathedral of Syracuse. It's a really beautiful place, like you can see behind me. I will show you better after, but here you see the cathedral. It's a really beautiful cathedral. And yeah, you can see also behind me there that they are preparing for a new series on Netflix, The Leopard. So yeah, they are filming it here. Also, what I now learned about Syracuse and from the guide is that the new movie of Indiana Jones, the 5th, was also filmed here, and the castle that I showed with the boat ride. So it's a really important city for the films because yeah, if you can see, the decor is really beautiful for this. So here we are back to the ship of the Norwegian Getaway. This was our little tour in Ortiga, in Syracuse, the boat ride and everything. It was a really nice city. It was really clean, really beautiful, and there were like really nice things to see. Also the boat ride was really nice, and yeah, it is a really nice place because movies are here filmed. Indiana Jones 5. So Harrison Ford was here, so hey, it's a good city. I was there where they walked, so I'm happy. So this was my day in Syracuse. It was for the first time that I was in this city. I never visited this city in Italy. I visited already a lot of cities, but not Syracuse. And I really like it. It was really beautiful. I really like the monuments. And at the same time, it is also a famous city for movies. Indiana Jones 5, a new Netflix series that are being held there. So I was really quite surprised that there were so many films that are made or took place there. So I'm really happy that I walked on the streets, maybe where famous actors also walk. So if you want, subscribe on my we just arrived here in Corfu with the Norwegian Getaway. I'm going to discover the city by myself. I already did once. I will use a hop on hop off to discover the city. So welcome to Corfu. So I just get off of the ship. I went to the terminal. There's a little shuttle bus that the port give you for free to just give you the way to go out of the terminal and out of the port. And yeah, I booked a hop on hop off. It's 19 euros per person. Here it is. And now I'm walking to it to do the tour around Corfu, showing you the things that you can see and hop off and hop on again on the bus. So let's go. So here we are, we took the hop on hop off, and our first stop is here in Corfu. You can see saying Corfu. It's at the airport, and at the same time with the monastery in the water. I'm going to show you the planes. It's amazing to see them take off and land at the same time. So I will show you everything here. So let's go. So you just saw the monastery and Mouse Island downstairs. Now I'm going to walk this down with the stairs that you can see here, and going down until there. So we will go and get down this and try not to fall when at the same time recording. But yeah, we will see each other downstairs. So here we are downstairs. We walked all the stairs down, and now we are here going to see the monastery and the beautiful water that is looking transparent. So let's discover this little monastery. So let's walk around, because you can walk here around. And in the background, in the water there, you can see Mouse Island. I really still don't know why it's called like this, but yeah, it is called like that. So it's not really big. We already did the entire tour around the monastery, like it's called, but yeah, it's really beautiful to see. So I'm almost at the bridge. There you can see the monastery. There you can see where you walk, and here you can go and put yourself on the bridge and waiting a plane. So yeah, we will wait if there's a plane that arrive or that take off, because it's always extraordinary that it passes just over your head. There is the airport, and most of the time the plane arrive about Mouse Island there and land. So we will wait. So what did you think? Did you enjoy the plane flying over you and landing, or when they take off, the sound? I find it crazy because you hear me now, just behind me there's another plane that will take off. So there's enough planes. If you like planes, you have the time to see everything, how they land, how they arrive. You have a good spot just under it. So yeah, it was really nice. I really like it's fun to see, and it's crazy that they just pass over your head. Now I'm going to walk again all the stairs up, here up again, to take the hop on hop off to our next stop. So here we are at our next stop with the hop on hop off. It's the fort. I have already been there with the Norwegian Getaway last time I was here. I will put this in the description so you can watch the fort and what you can see there. But now I will discover more the city. It's just in front of it, so let's go and walk a little bit in the city and discover the streets. One thing that I can say walking here in Corfu, it's that it's hot. I'm just sweating of walking here in the sun. I put some cream to protect myself, but it's so hot, there's no wind, nothing, and it's really, I am really sweating all around. So yeah, we are here now at the city and I will show you everything.
Ovdje jesmo, samo ne znam da smo išli tamo.
So this was a little tour around the city when you stop with the hop on hop off bus at the fort. It was a really nice city. There's a lot of shops that you can see, from food to clothes to everything that you want, but it's a really nice city. It's doing well because there's a lot of shadow, a little bit of wind, so it is perfect when it's like hot this today. Now I'm going to walk back to the hop on hop off bus because I'm going to be back to the Norwegian Getaway to go on board again. So yeah, if you want to see Corfu more and see other things that I visited, I will put the link about my last time I was here with the Norwegian Getaway in 2 years ago now. Yes, 2 years ago. So if you want, you can go and click there and you see there. But now I did a little quick tour. The hop on hop off bus was nice. There was not so many traffic, so it was really smooth. While waiting after the hop on hop off bus, there is a little park here next to it. So I'm doing a little walk here, waiting when the hop on hop off bus will come back. So I'm back here at the Norwegian Getaway. He's there, and yeah, we did the last part with the hop on hop off. He stops in the port, and then you need to do a little walk to the terminal, and there you can take a shuttle that is provided by the port to go back to the Norwegian Getaway. I would much rather swim that part because the sea looks great, and at the same time, because it's hot, it would be definitely worth. But I will do it on board because then it's easier because otherwise my clothes will be wet. So yeah, now we are going to walk towards the ship and then we are back on board. So here we are back in front of our gigantic cruise ship, the Norwegian Getaway. Look, he's just behind me. It's just enough to fit it in the frame. So yeah, it was a good day here in Corfu. Now we are walking to get on board because it's almost time to the official time that we need to arrive here in on board. So let's go and walk a little bit faster before we are too late to enter. I really like the paintings that are on the hull. It's really beautiful.
Ahora estamos gozando hasta la mañana. Va, escucha mi salsa buena, abre la ventana. Ahora estamos gozando hasta la mañana. Melodía, melodía.
So this was today in Corfu. We discovered the city again. We saw the monastery. We saw the planes flying over our head. That was an amazing feeling, and the sound, yeah, it was really loved when the planes took off. After we visited the city of Corfu, it was nice. There were like a lot of shops. I ate some ice cream. There was other things you can do here. There's a lot of shops. Yeah, and then we took the hop on hop off bus back to the ship. Then the ship left not so long after that I arrived on board again. Then we had a great party at night. We learned how to dance salsa with the cast of the theater Burn the Flower. So it was really great. I learned how to dance salsa, so it was nice. And then the party continued with the Fiesta Latin Caliente. That was the name of the Fiesta Caliente. It was also great, good music, a lot of dance, a lot of movement. You need to move all the time with that kind of music, but it was really great. And now we are heading to Dubrovnik. But if you want to follow me on my next days on board of the Norwegian Getaway, because it's not over. Today we arrived here with the Norwegian Getaway in the city that is famous for the series Game of Thrones. Welcome to Dubrovnik.
Not in 5 days. They haven't told us. Really cool way though, because you can maybe see a floor in the plane. Asians arrive.
So here we are in Dubrovnik. I have an excursion with Norwegian Cruise Line, and in that excursion I received the possibility with the shuttle to arrive here when I want. And there's also a ticket to go to the cable car that I will do next. And of course there's also a moment to go and eat something in a bistro that is close. So yeah, now I'm going to enter the fort and discover a little bit there, and then we will search for the cable car and do the cable car going up. So let's discover Dubrovnik. So yeah, we are now inside of the fort of in Dubrovnik. We are going to visit it. It looks really beautiful, and there's a lot of stores that are selling products of Game of Thrones. So yeah, it's really important for them. But yeah, it's really nice. So I will show you a little bit about everything from here. So yeah, we walk now in the fort, and now we are at another place where we can see that it's close to the sea. So it's a really nice view. We see the fort, we see the water, everything is really great. It's really nice. Wow, the water is so transparent, it looks so beautiful, and then you see all the rocks underneath, and you see through the water. That's so beautiful. But yeah, it's a really nice view here at the end of the fort if you cross everything, and then you have a beautiful view about the Bay of Dubrovnik, some ships that are standing there, the water that is transparent. So yeah, it's a really nice view here. And yeah, now we are going back to the fort, see, and other places inside, because it's still a big one and there's still things to discover. Going up the stairs here when it's hot, that's making sweating, but I have water with me.
Ну пойдем в тень, да, только там, видишь, опять пощипчик.
I'm walking in the streets, and now I'm walking stairs up. I don't know to where. I'm just following the stairs up, and we will see where we will arrive. After walking all the steps up and going down a little bit of steps is to find a port, a door with a view. So we visited Dubrovnik, and now I just walked straight with a lot of stairs, if you like, you can see, to arrive here at a gate to bring me to the cable car, because the cable car ticket is also included in my excursion. So yeah, now I'm walking to there. Yeah, the street with the stairs was really difficult to go up, because it's also hot, but it is fine, it was fine, and with some water it was perfect. just saw me going up in the cable car, and now we are on top of the mountain. I will show you the beautiful views that you can have here about Dubrovnik, about the bay, about every place here around. So here are the shots. What did you think about the views? Are they not beautiful? Tell me in the comments what you think, and saying, oh, I really like it, it was so beautiful, or yeah, no. Tell me just. So this was Dubrovnik. We saw the fort, we did the cable car, and yeah, it was a really nice experience. The cable car, we went really high in the mountain, and it has a beautiful view of Dubrovnik Bay. The fort itself was also really beautiful. We saw the sea that was transparent, that was really beautiful. And then we saw also the streets where Games of Thrones were filmed for the series. So yeah, it was a really great experience. Now we are going to head back with the shuttle to the Norwegian Getaway, but because in excursion there was also a ticket that we can eat a pancake that is just close to the port. We are going to first go and eat that pancake, and then we will be back on board the Norwegian Getaway.
Whoa. You see they have all the skates in here?
So here we are back at the Norwegian Getaway. He's next to me, that big ship that never will fit in my frame. But yeah, I was at the Bistro 49. I ate my 2 pancakes. There was a lot of chocolate, but it was a really good one. So it was really good to taste. It was in the price included with my excursion. The name of my excursion was Dubrovnik on my own leisure. Something in that. I will put it just here to be sure of the name. But yeah, now we are back at the ship, and it was a great day here in Dubrovnik. It was really beautiful.
All the party people out there, please come and join us on the dance floor. We are about to start, and guess what? You're only gonna get a glow 6 if you.
Vamos a bailar.
this was our day with the Norwegian Getaway in Dubrovnik. It was a really great day. We are now heading to Split in Croatia. Dubrovnik was really beautiful. There was a lot of beautiful architecture. The sea that was transparent, make it a beautiful view. Going up in the cable car to see the beautiful Dubrovnik and the bay, and then going back and ate a pancake here with the excursion was really great. We had then a good time on board. Once we were back on board, a little bit sunbathing, doing the slides, to refresh, going to swim in the pools, drinking some non-alcoholic cocktails, and then in the evening there was the glow party. Like you can see, I'm still wearing the glow party, but it started to rain a little bit for 2 minutes and we went down to the Bliss to continue the party, but it was still a great moment, a good music, good electro music that it was playing, so it was a really great time. So now we are heading to Split. There I will have another excursion that I will do with Norwegian Cruise Line. Today with the Norwegian Getaway we arrived here in Split. I'm a little bit in a hurry because I need to go and to the meeting point because it's almost time and I'm almost going to miss. So welcome to Split. excursion just ended. We have now free time to discover Split by ourselves. The excursion was really nice. We learned a lot about Split, about the history, about how it started and everything. So it was really interesting to learn everything. Only bad side it was that it started to rain, but for the rest it was a really good tour. Now I will walk here on the catwalk, so like the guide told us, and discover a little bit more Split, and then we will see, but I will show you. So here we are walking back to the Norwegian Getaway. We had our time in Split, and now we are going to be back on board and go and eat because it's just midday. So it was a good morning walk, discovering Split. But yeah, now we are walking back to our huge and big ship. With the Norwegian Getaway from a one-way trip from Rome to Trieste and my solo cruise. Today we arrived in Rijeka. So we took the tender to arrive here in Rijeka, and now we are going to visit with an excursion, a walking tour about Rijeka. So I will discover more, learn more about the history, and yeah, we will see.
9th, 10th century, when the Franks, Charlemagne, okay, his So we entered the old part of the town. Once upon a time there were walls, Roman. And it started in 1694, finished 1 century after. talking about streets. But they are the biggest holidays. But today, Sunday,
So we just finished with doing our excursion with Norwegian Cruise Line and the Norwegian Getaway, and now we have some more free time to walk here. It's still early, so I will look and discover the city and see if I can find something else that we didn't see with the tour. So let's go. So this was Rijeka. It was a really interesting city. It was really beautiful. I learned a lot about the city because of the guide in the tour that I did after I had a little bit more free time. So I went to the streets. Sunday it's closed, but sometimes they can open. So today they were open, some shops, so I could buy something. I found a Zara shop and bought something because there were sales, so even it was better. Now I'm back at the port to go and take the tender back to the Norwegian Getaway.
And it's like they come down, they'll stop.
was the last day on board of the Norwegian Getaway of my one trip, my solo cruise here on board. We visited Rijeka. It was a really beautiful city. After, I tried to enjoy as much as possible the ship, doing the slides, the water slides, doing the ropes course, doing some sunbathing. Really, tried to enjoy the most that was still possible. After, of course, I needed to do my luggage, put everything inside to go back home. So yeah, that was the annoying part when a cruise ends, but it was a really great time, really great last night. And yeah, tomorrow is a disembarkation in Trieste.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're calling for all guests utilizing the services program. Yellow and red colored luggage tags. And at this point, we're proceeding to call guests utilizing. Guests can also utilize the aft elevators. It will take you down to deck 5, where staff members will guide you from there. So once again, at this time, we're calling for all guests utilizing the self-assist program. Yellow, red, and purple 1 colored luggage tags. At this time, proceed to the gangway located all the way forward, deck number 4. If you're within the
So this was my trip on the Norwegian Getaway, my one-way trip from Rome to Trieste. It was a really amazing experience. So today we need to say bye to the Norwegian Getaway and disembark here in Trieste, but you know, it's never a goodbye. It's always a new adventure that will be discovered later. So yeah, it was a really great experience. My one-way trip was really great. I discovered so many new cities. They were really beautiful. The excursions were good. So I was really happy to do the one-way trip from Rome to Trieste. For a solo cruise, I will say my experience I really enjoyed. I did a lot of things. There's never something that you can't do. There's always something to do on board a cruise ship, and on board the Norwegian Getaway even more. You see in the back the slides, I did them a lot, just to refresh, but also to have fun. The free fall, you have a good sensation. The others are really fast, so it's really nice to do them when it's hot, and at the same time it's fast to do and you have a quick refresh fast. I did also the ropes course during my cruise. They were also nice. You walk and then you have the moment that you go out on a little plank outside of the ship. I did it on a sea day when the ship was moving, and it was a really amazing feeling. I was thinking that I was flying or doing the Titanic, but I will say more flying than the Titanic. But it was also really great. Then I had a lot of fun with the parties at the evening, during the night. Were also plenty of things to do. I tried my best to show you everything, but when you are solo, you don't have always the possibility to carry your camera with me, so it was more difficult to film everything, but I tried to give you the most of it. I hope you enjoy the vlogs that I made. So yeah, now I'm going back home, and yeah, it was a really great adventure here on board the Norwegian Getaway.